Most people live with their cat for years and still miss some of the quietest signals they share. Not because they don't care, but because cats rarely ask for attention in obvious ways. There's a small, almost invisible way your cat shows discomfort, and it's easy to overlook. There's one subtle behavior, almost easy to miss. No sound, no drama, no clear signal. Yet once you notice it, your understanding of your cat begins to change. Slowly, naturally, and in a much calmer way. Let's take a gentle look at what this behavior really means and why it matters more than most people realize. Section 1. The quiet moments we misread. Cats are masters of subtlety. They don't protest the way dogs do. They don't whine, paw, or demand explanations. Instead, they shift. They pause. They flick a tail once, then twice, then stop. And most of us keep going, still petting, still holding, still talking, because everything seems fine. Here's something most people don't notice at first. Cats often endure discomfort quietly before they remove themselves. By the time your cat walks away, the moment has already passed. The signal was there, just smaller than we expect. And that's one of the ways cats quietly ask for space without words. Section 2. When affection becomes too much. Imagine this. Your cat jumps onto the couch and curls up beside you. You smile. You reach out. You begin to pet them the same way you always do. At first, everything feels calm. Then the ears angle slightly back. The skin ripples under your hand. But the purring continues, and that's the confusing part. Many people don't realize that purring isn't always happiness. Sometimes it's a way to self-soothe. Cats can enjoy closeness and still need it to stop. Both can exist at the same time. It's fascinating how even affectionate moments can carry quiet boundaries we're still learning to see. Section 3. The buildup you never see. What's actually hurting your cat isn't one moment, it's the repetition. Small overstimulations stacked gently on top of each other. A few seconds too long, a few touches too many. Day after day, it creates a low hum of tension. Not fear, not panic, just unease. Your cat may start leaving the room more often, sitting just out of reach, choosing higher places, not because they're upset with you, but because they're adjusting to stay comfortable. And there's something even more subtle happening here. Your cat is learning how to manage you instead of the other way around. Notice how quietly that shift happens. Section 4. The body speaks first. Cats always speak with their bodies before anything else. The language is soft, but it's consistent. A tail tip twitching, a slow blink that stops midway, a paw tucked suddenly under the chest. These aren't random. They're the earliest signals of a boundary forming. When those signals go unseen, cats escalate, not to aggression, but to avoidance. They leave, they hide, they sleep farther away. And that distance can feel sudden to us, even though it was building slowly all along. It's fascinating how the smallest movements can hold the clearest meaning. Section 5. Why cats rarely correct us. Cats don't want to create conflict. They want harmony, predictability, and control over their space. So instead of correcting us, they adapt. They shift routines. They change favorite spots. They move their rest times. And we often misinterpret this as independence, when it's actually self-protection. A cat who chooses distance isn't cold. They're regulating their nervous system. That's only one layer of the story, because once we slow down, cats often come back on their own. And when they do, the connection feels different, quieter, steadier, easier to breathe in. Section 6. What changes when you notice? The moment you begin to notice these signals, something softens. Not just in your cat, in you. You pause before the last pet. You stop when the tail moves. You let the cat stay instead of reaching again. And something beautiful happens. Your cat lingers longer, returns sooner, sits closer without being asked. Trust grows not from more affection, but from better timed affection. And that's one of the most calming things cats teach us. Connection doesn't need to be constant to be real. Section 7. A different kind of closeness. Over time, this awareness changes the relationship. The room feels quieter, the moments feel slower. Your cat begins to choose you more often, not because they're seeking attention, but because they feel safe. They nap beside you instead of near you. They stay instead of leaving. They relax instead of tolerating. And that's the part most people never expect. The less you push, the more they come. It's fascinating how a small shift in awareness can open a completely new kind of closeness. Cats live in a world of subtle signals, tiny movements, soft pauses, quiet choices. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud. Just gentle communication happening all the time. And once you start noticing it, you realize your cat has been talking to you all along. Notice how small gestures, like this, happen every day without words. It's comforting to know that understanding doesn't require effort, just presence.